Well, 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 the day has come. Today, and my heart is beating, holy shit, I almost fell. Today is the day I'm going to go ahead and attempt to paint my 1975 MG Midget. I'm only doing the rear body section, all this. I'm going to be doing the hood and doors separately, just to try to get a bit better of a job. I still have to go over it with the tack cloth, but I've already gone over it with degreaser. And you can see all the swirls in it. That's 1000 sandpaper on any of the rough spots. There's a few spots though that I'd actually got down really smooth, and they've been done with just 400. Which, just from my Googling, 400 seemed to be the general kind of minimum you needed. And ultimately, I want to thank everyone that's joined me on this journey. We're obviously not done. We've still got other parts and then reassembly of the car. But as I've often said, I'd like to just repeat again, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just a guy with some free time and a little car to work on. So the things I do in my videos may and probably are wrong. But ultimately, if I can get a little car that is a 10-foot car, if you guys are familiar with the 10-foot car, that's where, you know, it looks pretty good 10 feet away. I'll be happy. If it's anything less than a 10-foot car, if it's a 7-foot car or a 5-foot car, even better. That'll blow my expectations. I'm expecting, I think with the work I've put in and how everything looks, I'm expecting to have a 10-foot car. Yeah. So, we're going to go ahead and paint our Nardo Gray, which there's a sample back there. And it's got blue metallic flake in it. I'm going to give a shout out to the paint shop where I got it mixed up, which is right here. It's Mad Auto Body in Hamilton. And nice folks, they were very helpful. Answered all my stupid questions about, you know, the process and everything like that. So, yeah, I'm hoping I don't screw this up too bad. I kind of sprayed my floor down with some water to cut down on the dust. My garage is really dusty. It is what it is. We're just going to hope for the best. And, yeah, so I'm anticipating probably 3 coats. And then I'm going to mention that I've talked about this front piece in the past. I did not bother doing much in the way of work on it. Ultimately, this gets covered by the grill piece. There's a piece that comes out over this. Then the bumper sits right in front of this. And this piece is pretty banged up underneath. It's all smashed in and shit. So I was going to try to rework it, and I realized, like, it's rough. It's got dents here. It's got divots over here. It's just too rough of a piece to even bother with. And the part is $300 or $400 or whatever to buy the whole new part. And ultimately, the way I'm thinking about it is I've only drove this car for about 3 minutes total. I got to watch what I'm putting into it. I'm kind of pushing on the budget here now with what I've spent for a car that, by all appearances, seems to run well in the garage, but I haven't actually had it in for an inspection yet or anything like that. So my plan is to go ahead, paint it, like, you know, finish the body, get it all put together. I'm waiting on all my seals. I'll have those by the end of the week, hopefully. Get it all put together, put it through safety, enjoy it for the summer, and then reevaluate in the fall if I want to replace the engine with something bigger, or just pull this engine apart and, you know, rebuild it, you know, freshen it up type of thing. Yeah, kind of go from there. But that's enough stalling. Let's go ahead and I'm going to wipe this down, and we're going to mix up some paint. And hope the hell I don't look back at this going, oh man, that was the time that I screwed up that car. But we'll see. Alright, here we're getting a little bit of sped up action of me working my magic with the paint. And I got to tell you, a few things I learned. One, take the hood or the trunk lid off next time, because this was a pain in the ass. And it may be less of a pain in the ass if I go to lesson number 2, which is get one of those things that allows you to angle the hose, because ultimately I don't have one of those on the gun, and it made it so that the gun like can't fit into very tight spaces. So when I'm trying to bend down and do under the rockers and in the trunk and stuff, it's just a pain in the ass. Anyway, other than that, it went pretty well, but ultimately I ended up in the trunk. I don't think I recorded any footage of it, but I didn't get good coverage under the trunk, which means I'm probably gonna, before clear coating, I'm probably gonna take the trunk off, and whoops, see, I don't know what happened there. Sorry about that, folks. I meant to edit that out. Yeah, I gotta take the trunk off and spray better because it was just too tight. You couldn't get the gun in on an angle that would get up under these like cross member things that are built into it. But anyway, you guys are free to tell me in the comments what you think of the color Nardo Gray. I wanted to get my license plate Nardo Tardo, but I don't know if they'll allow that. And what else can we say? All right, well that will wrap up this portion. So the car's now got like 4 coats of paint on it. It looks pretty good. I'm not a car paint guy though, so I don't really have any experience. Like, it's not as smooth as I would have thought. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay through my mask. It's got a very, very subtle texture to it. Now, it does have the blue pearl flake in it, so I don't know if that's got anything to do with it. I'm just hoping that the clear coat will smooth that out. I guess we'll find out when I clear coat it. Like, I mean, no matter what, it looks better. And I think it's going to be okay. Unfortunately, I did get 2 drips over here. You can just barely see that little tiny dent under here. Yeah, unfortunately, when I was walking by, a drip came off the gun. It is what it is. It's not bad, but I think I've got pretty even coverage. Trying to be careful here not to do anything to stir up the dirt in my dirty ass garage. And unfortunately, I forgot to put a filter on. Now, that's really to catch like moisture in the tank, and it's a brand new compressor, so I don't think it's built up a lot of moisture in it. I didn't seem to be getting any like sputtering or anything like that. I'm sure, as you can see, like everything I think is okay. But yeah, so maybe tomorrow or the next day I'll clear coat it. I gotta look and figure out how long you're supposed to wait, because I don't actually know. I think like a day or something, but we'll see. I'm gonna crank on the heater for the night. I unplugged my beer fridge because I can't run both. If I run the heater and the beer fridge, it'll pop the breaker, but I'll give it a bit of extra heat, and we'll check back in for clear coat.